Multiply Group reports 2022 net profit of $5 billion. And oil prices rise as Russia announces a production cut. You're watching The Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Multiply Group reported $5 billion in net profit for 2022, driven by the strong performance of the group's investments and growth in its operating portfolio. The group deployed over $3.26 billion last year, making strategic investments in dynamic and healthy business sectors across high-growth industries. These include energy, namely Abu Dhabi National Energy Company, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, and International Energy Holding. Officials say these businesses offer predictable, recurring income that deliver a sustained increase in shareholder value. Russia will cut oil production by 500,000 barrels per day, or around 5% of output, in March. It comes after the West slapped price caps on Russian oil and oil products. Russia is following through on its threats to retaliate against Western sanctions by sending oil prices sharply higher, and it's working. The price of Brent crude rose 2% in early trade today on the news. Russian officials say they didn't consult with OPEC Plus before making the decision to cut output. India's market regulator is reportedly investigating Adani Group's links to some of the investors in the conglomerate's aborted $2.5 billion share sale. India's Securities and Exchange Board is looking into any potential violation of Indian securities laws or any conflict of interest in the share sale process. Meanwhile, the Adani Group has reportedly hired New York-based law firm Watchell, Lipton, Rosen & Cates to take on the allegations raised by short seller Hindenburg Research. And that brings us to today's Forbes RealTime Billionaires ranking, which tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's richest people. Our biggest loser today is, in fact, Gautam Adani, down $7 billion with net wealth of $58 billion. Our second biggest loser is Alphabet's Larry Page, down $3.5 billion with net wealth of $82.6 billion. And our third place loser is his counterpart, Sergey Brin, down $3.3 billion with net wealth of $79.2 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. Asian markets fell today, tracking another loss in New York as interest rate hike fears coursed through trading floors. It comes as top Fed officials warn of more interest rate hikes to get prices under control. In Asia, Hong Kong led the losses, shedding 2% as tech firms suffered more heavy selling pressure, while there were also losses in Shanghai, Sydney, Seoul, Singapore, Taipei, Mumbai, Bangkok, and Jakarta. Britain's economy narrowly avoided recession after flatlining in Q4 despite soaring inflation. Official data shows GDP registered zero growth in the fourth quarter, in line with expectations after shrinking 0.3% in Q3 of 2022. The economy expanded by 4.1% last year overall, shrugging off decades-high inflation after growth of 7.4% in 2021. Finance Minister Jeremy Hunt welcomed the news that Britain avoided a recession, but warned of sky-high consumer prices that have sparked a cost of living crisis and widespread industrial action. And Bill Gates believes ChatGPT is as significant as the invention of the internet. ChatGPT, developed by U.S. firm OpenAI and backed by Microsoft, has been rated the fastest growing consumer app in history. Speaking to media, the Microsoft founder said, "Until now, AI could read and write, but could not understand the content. ChatGPT gives strikingly human-like responses to user queries." Gates says this is why ChatGPT will change our world. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is The Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.